Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, eggless, strawberry tiramisu that doesn't contain a gram of added sugar. This is one of those simple desserts that you can make in the morning and enjoy in the afternoon or evening. In my heat-proof bowl, I have 135 grams of white chocolate. To it, I'm adding 20 grams of xylitol and 50 grams of whipping cream, followed by 170 grams of strawberry puree that I've reduced. After a good stir, you'll obtain a pink mixture. Heat this in the microwave in several intervals until the chocolate melts completely and you obtain a smooth, deep pink ganache. Let this rest for now. Here I have 260 grams of room temperature mascarpone, and to it I'm adding some vanilla caviar. These are just the seeds scraped out from fresh vanilla pods. I'm gonna link to it in the description below. Use the spatula to soften the cheese until you obtain this consistency, and then let it sit. Here I have 250 grams of water, and to it I'm adding 50 grams of strawberry puree, followed by 2 grams of lemon juice and 5 grams of orange blossom water. We're going to use this perfumed liquid to soak the ladyfingers. And here I have 200 grams of very cold whipping cream that I'm whipping by hand to a very soft peak consistency. It's very important that the cream remains pourable. Add the entire amount of strawberry ganache to the mascarpone. Mix well, at first with a whisk, and then finish off with a spatula. Now add all of the whipped cream to this mixture and mix again with the whisk until it's homogeneous. Then switch to a spatula to make sure that everything is perfectly smooth. Dip the store-bought ladyfingers on both sides in the red liquid and then place them on the bottom of a cake ring. Keep the dips very short, you don't want the ladyfingers soggy. Once the base is complete, you can pour half of the cream on top. And don't worry if it's very fluid, it will set in the fridge. Now, proceed the same way with the second layer of ladyfingers. Just push them halfway down into the cream, and when the layer is complete, pour the entire amount of remaining cream on top. Now let the cake set in the fridge for 4 hours. To set the jelly on top, we're going to need a gelatin sheet hydrated in ice cold water. To 100 grams of strawberry puree, I'm adding 10 grams of xylitol. Give it a quick stir and then take the bowl to the microwave. There's no need to boil it, just heat it until you can notice some steam, and then add 2 grams of lemon juice. Take the temperature, and when the thermometer reads 60 degrees Celsius, add the gelatin. Squeeze out the excess water and stir it in. While the jelly cools down a bit, slice the strawberries that we're going to place on top of the cake. Cover the entire surface of the cake with strawberry slices and try to cut them at the same thickness. Pour the lukewarm jelly over the strawberry slices, level it, and then take the cake to the fridge for 2 hours. After that, unlatch the ring and peel off the acetate. And look, that cream set so beautifully. I like to decorate the cake with edible flowers that I'm placing randomly on the surface. My strawberry tiramisu slices easily, holds its shape quite nicely at room temperature, and is bursting with strawberry flavor. You have to make it. See you next time, dessert lovers!